Hey,
You
yo.
don't get no intro? What happened?
Yeah, what happened to the intro?
You forgot how to run
it? No, I feel like we should do cold open sometimes. Nah, man, look.
That's all.
No, I didn't. My internet kind of froze. I had to restart my laptop. A whole thing happened. That's on me. That's my fault.
Okay.
You know what? Let's get into it.
Welcome to the You Heard podcast, your go-to for Miami Hurricanes football. Ben, Joe, Hope, and CB break down recruiting, hot topics, and game day action.
All right, we'll talk about it at the end. We'll talk about it at the end.
No, let's talk about this right now because you completely flipped it on me now.
I hate him for knowing this, bro. This man knew the brand, dog.
Okay, I don't appreciate that. I'm saying, like,
what are we talking about, son?
Get into the topic. I felt
Keep it in a buck. Let me close these curtains real quick. You heard.
The Boondakian internet strikes again, man. Every time. It never fails at some point. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, man. What's going on?
I don't know what happened. That's my fault, man. My laptop just whole thing locked up. I didn't know what's happening. Hey, man, before what the okay. What? So you see this?
Skittles, cotton candy.
What does that even look like, CB? Oh, we just okay.
We already know he doesn't like life, man. He doesn't.
CB says, "Fuck the dentist, yo."
Yeah, you know.
What the?
What's that in your right hand, son?
Yeah, what's that? That pink.
What is that? Turn it up. Turn it around. That's
Starburst
cotton candy. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. No, don't put that down. Yeah, both of them. Do me a favor. Read the sugar on there. I want to see the percentage of sugar. Give me the percentage.
Which one you want first?
Both of them. It's the same.
Yeah.
Over 100%, maybe.
187%.
There's 27 grams of sugar in here.
Plus added sugar. What's the added sugar?
Per serving. That's the way that's factored in.
54% on this one. Yeah, added.
So in addition to the 27.
In addition to.
Somebody in the chat. Give me the.
This one is 56%.
Give me the math on that.
Okay, and it's 3 servings per container. So it's 28 grams per serving.
Okay.
84 grams of sugar.
All right.
In there, yeah. So that's
diabetes. So they're just handing off diabetes.
Yeah.
They're giving you a handoff for diabetes. That should look actually good though.
That one don't look bad. That one look good. Yeah, I'll give you that one. Jesus Christ, BB. Nah, I'm good. If you fucking pop out some airheads, I'm out, son. Pop out some airheads.
Nah, son.
No. Doesn't make the cut. Damn, son. He just keeps going.
Nah. Son.
He's got a whole like bin of this shit. He just buys these.
Did they come out your pocket?
Nah, he's got a whole bin.
Much like a kangaroo, I have a pouch.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
That's wild. Hey man,
Ben said he wanted 6 snacks, so I went and got
snacks. I'm getting a toothache right now. I got a toothache currently.
You drink some water, man. Let me hydrate. Hold up, wait a second.
Yeah.
Oh, we're dehydrated.
Okay, that's not.
All right, so listen, man. If your team is undefeated, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Let me hear you say, yeah. All right.
That's it. That's the most. Don't ever be a hype man.
I apologize to anyone who thought that was about to be a lot better than it came out.
if you're undefeated, just say yeah. Just say yeah. Just say yeah.
If you're undefeated, please celebrate as if you're 5-2 apparently.
Yeah,
yo,
exactly.
Right. I sound defeated, John. Like Mike Novell. I do. I really do.
Yeah.
Flo,
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'll let y'all go.
All right, hold up, man. Before we get started, man. Look, obviously, CB, shout out to you for holding it down for an hour and a half on Wednesday, man. Appreciate you, man. first and foremost, man, I want to, you know what I'm saying, give love and light, man, and rest in peace to Mark Fletcher Sr. Mark Fletcher lost his pops this past week, man. After that, everything after that kind of seemed unimportant, man. A young man losing his pops. We got to meet Mark Fletcher. You can see the kind of man he is by the man who raised him. So love and light, man. Obviously can't even imagine what that's like. So I hope all is well with y'all, man, and y'all strong, because y'all ain't in this alone, man. For it. After that, I honestly, man, I didn't even care about the game, yo. Like I was like, somebody we got to know, you know what I'm saying, chop it up with a little bit. Lost his pops, and by all accounts was a great man, because you can see it with Mark Jr., man. So rest in heaven, man, and I'm sorry for your loss, man. Our condolences from the pod, for real. Joy, you got anything?
Absolutely. Nah, man, absolutely. When he scored that first touchdown, man, I got a little emotional. I'm not gonna hold you, man.
Mm-hmm.
It was a wonderful moment. I was hoping that was going to happen. And I just can't imagine a young man, especially in his position, losing his father, you know, losing his support, you know, a large piece of his support system at this time when the support is needed, you know, kind of the most. So salute to him, man, his family, and, you know, they will get through this. So definitely.
CB?
Just condolences, really. I think I can speak for most people, most guys too. Our dads are our first superheroes. You know what I'm saying? Like my dad is my superhero. Anyone that's had any conversation with me has heard me talk about my dad. I can't talk about anything without talking about my dad. I love my dad to death. That's my Superman. You know what I'm saying? So my heart always goes out to anyone that's lost a father, because I don't even like to pretend I could put myself in those shoes, because I don't know what that would be like for me. I know it wouldn't. I just know it wouldn't be pretty. So I could. Yeah, without trying to get too deep in, I get sad if I think about it, because I try to put myself in people's shoes, so that forces me to think, like, what would I do in that situation? And I'm literally, so my heart just goes out to Mark, man, to Mark and his entire family, and yeah, I just hope in moments like this you can make sure that you remember all the good times, aside from football, just the times he made you laugh and smile, and you know what I'm saying? It was pops. So
absolutely
incredibly tough for him to put that aside and play a football game and play damn good and run hard out there like he always does. He was put him on a stretcher, Fletcher. If we've ever seen him be that before. So that just shows the resiliency of a young man who was, like Ben said, who was raised right. And I think Mark Fletcher Sr.'s legacy will be carried on through the lives that Junior impacts. The kids that see Fletch. When we saw it, when he first got on campus at practices, kids want his signature, kids want to talk to him, kids want to be like him. People want to wear 4 at Heritage, you know, because of him. Like, so his legacy will live on through the lives that Junior impacts.
Yeah, man, absolutely. There's no adequate or appropriate way to segue from that, so we'll go into it like this. That first drive, when they're feeding Fletch and he's running the ball hard, you know what I'm saying, just kind of dominated in the trench. Just felt like it was just running. They were just running ISO, right? Like, it wasn't like, I'm going to do nothing too pretty for y'all. Just going to run right up y'all because y'all ain't nothing up there. When y'all saw that first drive and how it was scripted by Dawson, Joy, we'll start with you. What did you think?
Yeah, it was beautiful, man. The script was effective, like the plan was, I'm sure. I think the plan was always to run the ball. There was no reason not to. We watched, you know, if you watch Florida State, you know, they're really not that physical, you know, especially in the front 7. So I think the plan was to run the ball and you know, just dominate physically. And they did that. They set it off from the gate. You know, I think we averaged 8 yards a carry, close to 8 yards a carry.
Mm-hmm.
I know Martinez averaged 9 yards a carry himself.
9.9, damn near 10.
10 yard first down. per carry. So yeah,
Fletcher
man.
averaged 4.7.
Yeah, man. So I know it was, we were talking about it. It was boring. It was boring, sitting there watching it. And we all selfishly wanted them to score 60 plus.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But it was effective. Nobody got hurt, and we dominated, so
I saw somebody on X or Twitter said we treated that shit like a spring game. Don't show too much. Just kind of get up out of there with no injuries. Like, yeah, that's 100% accurate. Like, just get up out of there. Got bigger goals in mind. They were never a threat. Even CB, even on our halftime show, we're like, yeah, we're gonna win, but these things got to tighten up. I mean, it's kind of the same. If you look back at it, it's just like, yeah, man, like these things need to improve because at some point we're gonna play better teams. This is not a good team that we played yesterday in any way, shape, or form. So what'd you take away from it, man?
We played a 1-6 football team. I don't think the game plan had anything to do with it being a rivalry game. I think the game plan had to do with playing a 1-6 football team.
Mm-hmm.
And it was one of those why throw the ball 50 times when running the ball 39 and we'll get you a 20-point dub. Look, let me tell you something, bro. If Miami can beat you by running the dive, that's Coach Cristobal's wet dream. You think Cristobal likes watching Cam Ward do pirouettes back there, extending plays, and then throwing a 40-yard dot? He accepts the 6, but I guarantee you, if it was on a dive, he'd be just as happy. Listen, old school offensive lineman. So it wasn't as flashy as I wanted it to be. I'm going to be honest with you. It was
because we wanted it to be disrespectful, right? We wanted to be disrespectful. Yeah, like that's the way we looked at it. Yeah.
And there were some things that upset me. Like there were some things that from a 1-6 football team I didn't like that I saw from us.
Like scoring. Period.
Like scoring, like
at all.
Like the fact that it's kind of going unnoticed that their DBs did a damn good job in that first half. Too good of a job, if you ask me. So there were some things I didn't like, but that just comes from watching film to figure out what to fix and not to what to praise. So anytime I'm watching anything, I'm probably going to look at the negative first. But my takeaway from the first half was it was bully ball. We lined up, we punched them in the mouth. We still didn't capitalize on there's some plays to be made on offense and on defense. We were talking about it in our group chat early. There were some offensive plays that should have been made, but I think my takeaway from the defense was a little bit more of the same, where guys are put in positions to make plays and the plays are not being made. The pass rush did turn up, so that was good. The defensive line is it is what it is. Barrow is unblockable on the inside. Bain and Barron showed up. But there are still some concerns that I have that I can't overlook just because there's a win in the column. I'm happy for the win, but there's still some things that are concerning. But I mean, that was a standard performance against a 1-6 football team. Run the football, stay healthy, didn't have a lot of penalties, didn't make a lot of bonehead, stupid mistakes, and you got out of there with the W. Very business-like W.
Yeah, the only crazy mistake was the Barron late hit. I would say was the only thing that just didn't need to happen. It was unnecessary, but in the heat of a game, you're gonna have those moments. Yeah, man, CB, you're right. Like it wasn't like all week, right? It wasn't really like even on the show that you did. You talked about snacks. Like it wasn't about Florida State because they're a bad football team. Like
it wasn't much to analyze there. You know what I mean?
Nothing. There's 4.5
yards to play. Like what are we talking about here?
Exactly. Like they're not good at football. Yo. Like they had like I looked at it and even going back and watching the condensed games, it was very much so with them. Like on the little plays they did have, like on that weird 40-yard run on the 4th and 1. That's a garbage can gets a steak type moment. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like it wasn't planned, it wasn't schemed. It was just like fluky plays that they did. Like because a broken, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, all right, cool, whatever, man. But it wasn't anything. What was it? They had 248 yards of total offense. You know what I'm saying? 60 yards came on that last drive that shouldn't have happened. Our backups went in on that weird little touchdown shit, and that 40-yard run. Like they're not good at football, yo. Like,
they completed 11 passes.
Yeah, man. Like it's not
many.
good. Yeah, like the thing is, like, that's how we looked at it, because they're so bad. Anything they got upset me. Like anything they got.
Yeah.
Like they were
did.
3 for 13 on third downs, and all of them made me mad. Like, how are they gaining a yard, son? Like, they're bad. Like, they're bad, and they just lost another commit. They're only going to get worse. This isn't their rock bottom, which I absolutely
what is this
love.
class even like at this point?
They were 32nd coming into today, and they lost a receiver, which is one of their best.
Yeah,
they
lost CJ Wiley. They lost their last
They-
receiver that was committed.
Yeah.
So you know me, real quick. I give credit when credit is due. Shout out to Through the Smoke and David Lake. They broke down their class of the last like 4 years or since Mario got here. Fam, they haven't recruited 20 players to that program in any season. It's been like 17, 16, 15, and this year they're going down to 14. They don't have the depth if they wanted to, fam. Like you can't get to 20 recruits at Florida State. They got
so
bad,
the number
man.
48 class, bro.
Number
They
what?
have the number 48.
48.
The number class. They have 11 commits, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them are 4 stars. The rest of them are 3s.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, they probably hold on to 2 of those 4s.
If they're lucky.
Maybe.
One of them for
Yeah.
sure.
You know, the squad is about to opt out, man. All the seniors or all the players that are about to go to the league, they're about to opt out. There's no reason to keep playing.
All the players going to the league
Are on the D line, yes. Pat Payton, Farmer, Darrell Jackson, they're all going to the league, and they're all
gonna
about
miss
to opt out.
Peyton.
They're all about they going
Yeah.
to the league. I mean,
They
we can
gonna
say
miss
what we
Peyton.
want. They still going to the league.
Yeah, Peyton night. And actually, to be honest, Darrell had a good game last night. If we're gonna keep it
They
about
did have a good game.
Farmer and Jackson are going to the league.
Yeah.
They're gonna test
J-
well, and they're gonna
Yeah.
go to the league.
The thing is, they don't have to try there, right? Like they don't. There's nothing behind them, so they could just
played a
kind of
good game.
coast. Yeah, that's the best they got. John C says that's wild. Can you imagine going 13-0, still having a class out of the top 15? How about out of the top 45?
How about out of the top 4? This is gonna be out of the top 50 by the time it's all said and done.
Yeah. They're going to have the
gonna
worst
be
class
outside.
they've ever had.
You start looking at the commits from Georgia, that like out of state commits. This kid from Warner Robins,
Not
come on,
staying there.
dog.
No,
It's not happening.
no. You go to
It's not.
Georgia
They
Tech
better-
over that.
They better get it popping with some of these. They better go hit every school in Florida that Miami ain't hitting. They better go hit every
Forget what,
4-star.
man.
Forget
Go.
Florida.
What was man?
Idaho?
Go,
Got
go,
Idaho.
go to Missouri or something, or go
New
to
Hampshire?
Go.
Nah,
to
because them kids ain't
Delaware.
leaving home to get their ass whooped. Like they
Man,
not.
a
You might
kid
as well
from
go
up
to
north-
Missouri.
A
Goddamn.
kid from up north will go down there. Like go to New Hampshire, go to Delaware, go get you some players, man.
Kane Life says people are complaining about Cam's performance when he managed a show like an orchestra conductor with selfless play, kept the ball out of harm's way, and you know the scouts look at that kind of stuff. I
Cam
think people
complained
just
about
nitpick.
Cam's performance.
Yeah, Cam ain't never gonna be happy
This
though.
is true. He didn't have a. He
Yeah,
didn't
Cam.
have a.
The
He didn't
offense
play a
as
game,
a
I
whole.
think.
This is the
Yeah, he didn't play a game up to his standards. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. Cam admitted that. It wasn't a
Were you
great
gonna say,
game.
Joe?
probably the
It was a
most
good
out of
game from
sync
him.
The offense look, the passing game look.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needed to be better, but that's because we've been spoiled with what they've done. You know what I mean? Like they didn't need to do anything with that passing game. Like that running game was.
Yeah, but even the
Not-
things they did do, it wasn't very crisp.
No,
wasn't
it
very
wasn't.
crisp. And he admitted
wasn't.
that. He admitted that he didn't play a good game. I think that's the good thing about the maturity of this fall team is they don't. I think maybe it was Kiko that said they haven't played they haven't put together a complete football game yet. He just said that after this game. And I think it's true. And I think it's okay to acknowledge that we still got that we're still undefeated, but there is still better football to be played.
I think the thing with this team is the ceiling is much higher than. Like I don't think they reached a ceiling. The ceiling is much higher with this team than the teams we've seen in front of them. I think everybody in front of them we've kind of seen their best, if you call it that. But man, like son, that second half defense was like, where the fuck was that in the first half? I saw Kiko in coverage doing. You know what I'm saying? Kiko in coverage.
Made a couple nice plays in coverage, actually.
Yeah, I got to shed my tear, son. I got to shed my tear. He had an open field tackle. He played solid. Like, yeah, I was like, where have you been, Kiko? Like, all right, respect it. I give credit just like I give criticism. But yeah, man, I just want to, again, like, that football team they played yesterday was bad, bro. Like,
yeah,
my God, like that was like I've seen a couple games of them this year, but man, that anybody who's any good on that team's got to portal out or go to the league because. They need some better tape because you 1-6 and your NIL stock's gonna be dropping too because they're looking at it like, yo, why can't you make a difference? And man, you look at Mike Norvell.
It's a big rebuild.
Yeah, but son, it's his build though. Like imagine you built the house and you're like 5 years later, I gotta redo this whole thing. That's wild.
That shit happens sometimes. That should be happening sometimes, hey man.
Yeah, if you're a bad builder.
Yeah. If you're how did they not capitalize off of last year is just insane.
He doesn't care about recruiting though.
It's just insane.
He doesn't.
They should have had a loaded class last year. Yeah,
fam, they did until the end. They did. Remember, I think they had like a top 3 class, and then they got flipped out of their minds and dropped to like a top 17 class, and that's not a good class. Like you're out of the top 5 or 7. You're kind of, you know what I mean? Like you look at the recruiting classes, regardless of how y'all want to rank them. If they're in the top 3, chances are they're gonna have a top 3 team. You know what I'm saying, top 3 team in the polls at the end of it, man. It's just wild, man.
The fear is that Deion Sanders goes out there.
Not after that new goddamn locker room just got built in Colorado. I think people are underestimating how much he likes Colorado. I don't think he's going anywhere, bro.
I wish that was I wish that was the case. I think
I'd be willing to put some bread.
If that opportunity presented itself, I think that move would be made, man.
But where would they get the money from, Joe? They got to pay all the
That's
lawyers.
What I'm saying. That's what I mean. The opportunity has to present itself. I know FSU, their pockets are kind of limited right now.
Yeah.
So, they don't have anything going for themselves. But
they got to check in the savings. That both they ain't got. Same. They got to pay. They got to pay Norvell. They've failed on every level, and I love every second of it. What we told you on the offseason, it's on every level. At every level, our guy Polk that's
Mike
traveling
McDaniel,
back.
the next coach of FSU.
It'd be the same thing. He doesn't. Their goal was to try and limit Cam. It was obvious the defense FSU was playing, so we took advantage of running down their throats. Facts. Damian Martinez, 15 for 140 for 148, man. Oh, he ran.
Yeah, they played that too high show. That doesn't exclude the sacks, though. That doesn't excuse the sacks. That doesn't excuse
they were ugly.
The lack of rhythm early in the offense. But I tell you what, I'm happy about. We've been begging for a game where we dominated somebody on the ground. We kept saying we talked about it. Yeah. We're gonna need to win a game this way. And if my biggest takeaway is we just proved that if we got to beat you vanilla, we can.
Yep.
That makes me happy. It does.
Yeah,
we definitely discussed it, and that's definitely something we needed to see, and that's definitely something that happened. And it's like y'all forgot, you know what I mean? Y'all forgot what we do in these trenches, and that's what it was.
Yeah, y'all thought we just out here being pretty for bullshit. Now we're gonna show you these trenches gonna work. Yes, yeah. The line in pass defense wasn't in pass rush defense wasn't great. You know what I'm saying? A couple of times people got caught. Didn't not knowing who they're supposed to block and letting free runners, but again, those were moments. That wasn't the game plan. They didn't have to do anything, man. They didn't have to do anything yesterday. It was a boring game to watch because you knew they were never a threat. Like it's and the thing that was crazy, right? Like you go for the past 3 weeks against teams that were a little bit more of a threat and they had moments. And this one they had blips, right? They didn't have real moments to like make it concerning or anything. It was weird to have a game where we just handled business and never had to fight back. Kane Life says if we go on a deep run, Cam can't throw all the time against good defenses. This game was a warning that we can take you apart different ways, and if Cam can't make big plays, no shame there. He doesn't have to be the hero all the time. Yeah, he doesn't have to. He's been that, but didn't really need to. Again, we ran dive and ISO, fam. Like it wasn't no pitches, wasn't except for the Cam Ward touchdown. We really didn't do nothing crazy. Yo, shout out to Arroyo with that dime.
Yeah, Arroyo threw a nice little dime out there, man.
Yeah, man, on the rollout.
I didn't know he was a lefty. He threw a nice little dime out there, man.
I didn't know that either until he threw it out. I was like, huh.
Real quick. Salute to I got a chance to meet a couple parents, talk to a couple parents. I want to shout out Mama Lightfoot, Miss Carolyn.
Hey,
speak to
what's that, Mama Lightfoot?
Real quick. And Marquise was out there. I didn't know Mr. Horton, man. Isaiah Horton's pops is a friend of the show, man. He listens to the show
out to Mr. Horton
all the time, man. And I got a chance to speak to him and Isaiah Horton out there. Dope. I ran into Michael Yo.
Oh,
hey, that's the homie.
Yo,
yeah, man. He's like, yo, we gonna get on. We gotta get on. He apologized for not being able to get on.
Yeah, he was recording. I mean, the man was recording his special. Like, I wasn't gonna be like, hey, nah, man, you gotta come on. Like, that's what I'm saying. Shout out to him, man. Check out his stand up. Kane's on.
You want to hear something crazy about that? So I did his first show with them, their very first show they did. Every time he tries to get me on the show, I'm either booked 10 minutes before he hits me up. That he hit me up the other night. He was like, this got to be the day. I was like, I literally just got asked by John to do Cafecito today. And then the other day he was like, let's do it tonight. And I was like, bro, they literally just asked me to work. Like 20 minutes ago, they came to my desk and was like, hey, we need you to stay till 8. It seems like, but he's a good dude. Great. They're doing great with that show and massive games. And this man came down here to watch the game. And had to go straight to Vegas. Like he had to. So a hardworking dude and big time Canes fans. Shout out.
Yeah,
definitely,
man. He was very cool, man. And he gonna get on. He's definitely gonna get on.
The poke about to hit Cracker Barrel and make his way back home. I feel like that's just an announcement.
I hope you brought the seasoning with you, fam, because ain't none in that building.
That's my ass chicken.
All right, so let's talk about this. Let's talk about what Flo put up there. You see it, man?
Yeah, Cam.
He's saying Cam better learn to recognize blitz packages better. So I was just watching a little bit of the first half. So the first sack that happened was not Cam's fault. The first sack that happened, it looks like they ran a little stunt. The linebacker came around. Carpenter just didn't block anybody.
No,
he literally didn't block anybody.
Yeah, he just stood there. He just stood there. Now, the one where CC didn't block anybody, that was more of a recognition thing because we knew the blitz was coming. They showed the blitz.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to get rid of the ball in that instance. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta touch somebody though.
Yeah, definitely. You gotta touch somebody. Yeah. You got two free runners. You got two free runners.
Yep.
Inside man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all want to hear something funny? If you watch that Carpenter play, it looks like he may have been looking at the jumbotron, and he was probably like, "Damn, somebody getting beat." It
was obvious. Yeah, it was an obvious breakdown, bro, because he thought something was happening. He thought something was going on. I don't know what.
And he's been great this year, so that's why I can make that joke because he's been great this year. Carpenter's been
run blocking.
Yeah. Definitely, yeah. That second one, Flo, definitely. He has to get rid of the ball, but the O-line has to touch somebody. Like they got to get somebody.
Something. Somebody's got to get touched.
You got to touch somebody, dog. You got to clock in, dog. There's two people. You got to clock in.
Pick somebody. But for me, I get what he said. As a quarterback, when I see that shit, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit by a free runner. So I'm we got to find a hot. You know what I mean? But again, somebody got to touch. Like, damn, bro. Like, sheesh. Somebody. Yeah.
But in the league,
you got to give him one person to beat as opposed to two. Because then where do you jump to? You can't move up in the pocket because then he took the inside. I'm saying once coming around. So it was you don't block nobody. There's no option. That's 100%.
Yeah.
But to Flo's point, in the league, you need to know you're hot there.
Facts.
Because in the league, that free rusher is on you a lot faster than that.
Yeah.
So you do need to know you're hot there.
And
a lot of the floating and shit he does back there, Caleb Williams is learning that that's not as easy at the next level. So sometimes, dog, you just gotta know you're hot, and it's just 3 yards on first down, but it's 3 yards versus a 17-yard sack because you dancing.
And that set the tone though for the passing game, because if we notice after that, Cam was never comfortable in the pocket after that.
No.
He was rushing throws, he was speeding up, his footwork was terrible for the rest of the game. You know what I mean? So
that's why I say, like, we can say that we didn't have to have an impressive passing game, but what the passing game did show was not impressive.
Yeah.
I don't think the timing was great. I don't think the separation was great early, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
I think there were a lot of not coverage sacks, but coverage throwaways. And I think Florida State did do a good job in that in the back end. I don't think the passing game looked that impressive early, but I think it's good that we have the running game that we can rely on. If the passing game does not look like it's firing on all cylinders, we can say, bet, let me give you 6 and 4 until we work this thing out. And then you see what Dawson did. Then it's just short passes. It's just get the ball out of Cam's hand quick. Let guys work in space. I'd like to see a lot more of those, especially when the running game is going. A lot of those RPOs with the quick outs to the tight ends. Every time we do it, it works. I'd like to see a lot more of that. Something that drives me crazy with this Dawson offense. It drove me crazy last year too. He hates space. I don't know what the opposite of a claustrophobic man is, but that's what he is.
Facts.
There's no dog in college football. You can use spacing so well because the hash marks, dog. If you're all the way on the left side, open that thing up. Don't bunch it up. Don't run a jailbreak into the short side of the field. That makes no sense. You're giving.
But it's like he resorted back to last year, though. Like he wasn't. Yeah. It hasn't been that way. It hasn't been this way, you know.
But it was today or last night, and it was just. It was like if the offense does stagnate, like where is the time when CJ is just put in the slot and we throw a bubble with him to the wide side of the field just to get the ball in a playmaker's hands in space? We don't do enough of that. It does not always have to be Cam throwing a 30-yard rifle. Why are there not just swing passes to CJ in space? Even when we run screens, it's jailbreaks to the short side of the field. When we do run a bubble, it's to the short side of the field. And it's what the fuck is the point? I don't understand it. The lack of space is concerning to me. Joe's dog going off is concerning to him.
Yeah, right.
It's just like so that's and I don't mean to complain as if I'm not happy that we're 8-0. Dog, I am insanely happy that we're 8-0. But I do have questions, and I'm wondering why, if the passing game wasn't so that impressive, why and I like what he did. He went to quick slants, quick hitches. I like that adjustment from Dawson. All right, if Cam's not comfortable in the pocket, get the ball out of your hands quick. And he still was 22 or 35 for 208. The receivers still had a very solid day without the passing game controlling the game. Horton had 6 for 65. Sam Brown 4 for 39. They still moved the chains on third down. So with saying everything I'm saying, I was still very happy with the production we got. I just want it to be better. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, and Flo echoes that. He goes, the condensed was great. Fam, that was wild, man. Like, they didn't spread them out at all. I was like, you're not. What are we doing here? What are you trying to? I didn't like that at all. Shout out to my mama. My mom's flying back. She got to spend the weekend with my brother and my nephew. Man, Mom, have a great flight. I love you, Ma. Have a great flight. Text me when you land. But yeah, man. It just seemed. Look, man. Look. So go back to the quote. Like, it was like, let's just not try anything crazy. Let's just get out of here with no injuries. And that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have to do anything against this team that was a threat or extravagant. You know what I mean? And I didn't like that personally, because again, I wanted to be disrespectful. I wanted 57-7. You know what I mean? Like, because I thought that was very easily attainable. But yeah, after those sacks, Cam kind of looked a little off. You know what I'm saying? Besides the Horton one, where he, you know what I'm saying, where he kind of cuts on that end across the middle of the field and he's wide button. Like, I don't remember it. And Joe, you could tell us, because again, we get such a small view of the field, right? We just get the line of scrimmage. Did you see anything in the stadium where people were running open and Cam missed them? Were there some plays that he did, you know what I'm saying? He had other reads but just didn't see it? Like, what'd you see when you were in the building?
Oh yeah, he missed a few throws, definitely. And I think, like we mentioned, you know, because of the sacks, his footwork was a little off. His internal clock was running a little fast. Like I mentioned in the chat in the text that that slot fade to X was open.
Mm-hmm.
He had him. And he missed that throw. There was another deep shot where two receivers was in the same area, but they were both open. You know what I mean? So whoever he was throwing it to,
I know you're talking about.
You know what I mean? He missed, and there were a few opportunities to we got one-on-ones on the outside because Florida State just manned up, man, and had play two high safeties. But there were a couple opportunities where we had one-on-ones on the outside where I thought we would take a shot, but we didn't. But yeah, he missed a few throws, man. But I mean, all in all, what was he? 23 for 30 or something like that, or
22 or 35?
He was
65% still.
35.
Yeah, so I mean,
and
that was a quiet 65% because I really don't remember him completing 23 passes. And I'm like, where did that even come from?
Also, 31 first downs. I had to look up this. That's fucking insane, yo. Like, I had to look that stat up. Mike McCoy.
They
made
the adjustment, man. They made the adjustment and said we just gonna pick them apart with the short passing game.
Yeah, like they're a nothing team, and they're gonna continue to be a nothing team. Let's just treat them like the nothing team they are. You know what I mean? There wasn't like, oh, they're Florida. No, fuck that. They don't care who they thought they were. You know what I mean? This is who you actually are. Don't even read the Seminole shit.
Look at Hoodie. Yo, that offense, it feels like we're the only team who can't run pick routes. The only team in the country who can't get the ball on us. Son,
it can't happen. We're not allowed.
There's teams who run that shit blatantly. You know what I mean? Like, pick them, and they're
like they tell the ref, "Hey, I'm gonna pick this dude right here. Don't call it." We got guys that dive back to get into a fucking. Oh, come on, man.
They're gonna have to turn around. Like, they're gonna have to turn their back to the guy. Like, they're gonna have to do something different because they're getting that call all the time, man. They're gonna have to act like they fell or something, some shit. They're gonna have to do something.
They're gonna that pick play they called on Horton he was running his route, yo. Like, he didn't do any. It wasn't even a pick play. He's just running his route.
And then he was like,
yeah, like it was just stupid, man. It was crazy.
Yeah. We're the only people who can't do that because everybody in the country runs that shit.
Everybody runs a pick play. Everybody.
And I don't see those calls all the time, man.
Jacoby George can't celebrate it all.
Oh yeah, we can't celebrate. We quietly had some good depth getting played too. Armando Blunt got out there, got some good snaps. Cole McConaughey, Bobby Washington was out there in the second.
Quarter. And Robbie.
There was some.
Robbie got out there.
Yeah, there was quietly some good snaps being played by guys that have gotten a chance to step up. Jojo, nice big catch on the sideline. Yeah. Yeah, it was. There was some good football being played, man. So there's some good takeaways, even if they're small takeaways. They were fantastic. I'll tell you something that goes overlooked because no one gives a hell. Our punt coverage and our kickoff team. Now, our kickoff team has made some
he's been talking
in lane and lane responsibility. What?
Let's talk about this.
Hold on. I'm not giving y'all time. They're 1-7.
I'm trying to figure out the point. Like, is there a point for this or
no? There isn't a point.
We're never allowed to talk about the past until all another team has to talk about us is their past.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro, you're 1-7.
Talk about your present, fam.
You need
Talk
to be
about your
on
present.
a Seminole podcast trying to figure out how y'all about to figure this shit out. You just lost your best receiver, your best offensive player in the class, and you here trolling. You need to be on a Seminole message board asking why the hell y'all 1-7.
Yeah, after 13
about our conference championship, you need to be figuring out when the hell y'all gonna win another one.
In year 5,
if my Canes are 1-7, I'm not on a fucking Seminole show asking what y'all doing. I'm on a Canes show asking what we doing.
Yeah,
facts.
Why the hell you worried about us?
This is year 5, son. This is
Boys lost their best offensive commit circa 22 minutes ago.
Get out of here.
Y'all got other shit to figure out whether than what our past looks like. What your future looks like, fam?
Y'all just gave homie.
Y'all
just gave an assistant general manager $10 million, and he can't figure out nothing. Get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck up out of here,
man. Norvell fleeced y'all.
Yeah, y'all still paying losses. Y'all gonna pay losses for the next 15 years. Them invoices gonna kill y'all.
And it's getting worse. Y'all think it's getting worse. It's not getting better no time soon, champ.
No, man, they trash out here, man. It's funny. Oh man, it's wild.
Hey, it's gonna hurt. Yeah. You're gonna cry in the car, and I'm sorry for yelling. I apologize for yelling at you. But the fan in me doesn't make that part of fandom doesn't make sense to me. If the Canes ain't doing well, I guarantee you my only beef is with the Canes. Like I'm not on a Florida message board like, what? Yeah, but y'all gonna do this to us next year. I'm on our messenger board like, hey, how we gonna make sure this don't happen next year? Like, what's the game plan, dog? Like,
that's the difference.
Year when the team was falling short in games that we wanted to win, we weren't on an FSU message board like, man, when can we have?
You didn't see us on a Georgia Tech message board.
We came on here and was like, all right. What's the long-term vision, though? What is it building towards? Like, why are you in our comments, fam? Like, we appreciate you being here. We always appreciate
appreciate the view. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up while you're here. Because it's the only dub you gonna see, bitch. It's the only dub you gonna see.
When your energy to be towards you, dog, you just lost CJ Wiley. Ask your administration how they gonna cover that. Here's a question for you. Yeah, I ain't answered that question. Has Florida State answered the question of what they gonna do about this 48th ranked class?
That's about to be
13 games last year. You can't recruit a force. Boys got me hot.
Yeah, man, it's stupid, yo. That's why I didn't even go back and forth with them. Yeah, they worry, man. They scared
too. There's no reason to go back and forth with them dudes. Man.
Hey, shout out to Mario with that press conference,
man. Listen, fam, we appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? Just like and subscribe. We appreciate you, man. Hopefully things get better. Okay. Hopefully,
but it won't. But it won't. It won't get better. This is not going to get better at all for them. What's a mother?
All right. So
the best thing they can say is they're not Florida. Actually, Florida has a better skill.
Florida's Florida about to dog walk their asses too. Hey man, check the website. Scan right there in that QR code, man. Check out the website. YouHeardPodcast.com. The podcast goes up on there and gives you all the links for all of our other places, podcasts on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget to hit that subscribe right there. Covers CB's forehead. I apologize, CB. I have to move that up in the future, but right now that's where it is.
Bat signal out.
Shit. If y'all wonder what I'm looking up, I'm working on a graphic.
Because you know.
Shit done.
Okay. All right. Don't tell us.
Yeah. Nah, don't tell us. We got it.
Everyone knows who this is.
Yeah. We got it.
Everyone in their mama know who this
We-
is right now.
We staying on.
You put out that nonchalant ass
don't-
graphic like we
don't
ain't know
tell
what that meant.
Nobody. Don't tell
Everybody knows.
nobody. Bat signal is out. We gonna stay on till the graphic drops. Y'all know what it is. Hey
There
man,
ain't
All right,
It's
man.
about
Players
the
of
soul.
the game. What's going on? Players of the game, man. Who we got?
Damian
yeah,
Martinez,
who we got?
baby.
Who we got?
Ain't even.
You got Damian
Ain't even
Martinez
slacking,
on
though.
offense. Who you got? CB.
On offense, I got Inez Cooper. I saw Inez Cooper do some nasty things to people.
Nels Cooper was wilding, son.
Like, I'm gonna
I
be,
love that
and the reason,
flying
and I-
over the pile, so he was wild.
Over-
yes, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't watch the offensive line like that until my rewatch.
Yeah,
Because I'm a receiver at heart, so I'm watching. I
Facts.
really wish I can get the all 22 from the team. Like I really do wish I could get it.
Facts.
So I
would love to
really
see
don't
that
watch
too.
the offensive
I
line
would
until
love
the
to see that
rewatch
too.
when I can really stop, rewind, and watch every position. But midway through, I'm seeing people's tweets like, "Yo, Inez Cooper is destroying people in the trenches." So now I'm keying in and I'm
Yes.
watching Inez Cooper, bro, and a lot of those runs was amazing. And then on defense, I'm gonna give it to Simeon Barrow again, bro. Simeon Barrow is just
Okay.
Nasty.
Yeah, no doubt. He had a good game.
that man is crazy, bro. Like he's unblockable.
Yeah,
Mhm.
He's
Yeah.
absolutely unblockable. You put him in a scheme in the NFL where he can just get up the field, and he gonna be a problem in the league, bro.
absolutely.
He hasn't dropped off either, right? Like he hasn't had a game where he's
that's
like,
the
I'll kind of take this. Every game he's like, yo, I'm gonna fuck you
No,
up.
yeah,
He-
he's been bringing it
"Hey,
since
you right there. You think you something,
Yeah.
motherfucker? Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you who I am. That's such
it's
a
a
baller.
hard position to do
Also,
it at too,
you know,
man.
Let's talk about like in the offseason, there was a little bit of turbulence with that, but how that was handled while every other school is losing players in the middle of the season to the portal, that got handled real business like, and you know what I'm saying, because that could have been a thing in the offseason. That shit got handled real business like, and he showed the fuck out. So salute to Simeon Barrow and salute to the staff for handling that shit like grown ass men, dog. Because while everybody else,
Yeah.
top 15 programs are getting people like, yo, I'm jumping in the portal, I'm out. In the offseason, that could have been a thing, and that was never a thing after those couple of days of turbulence. So shout out to that, man. Phew, that motherfucker's a baller, boy.
You got a
Defense
good
for me.
point there. It was never even remotely like we didn't even hear the resolution.
Man, that was like a Tuesday. Like I think Tuesday to Thursday it was a thing. By our Sunday show, it was like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think we talked about it a little bit on that Wednesday part. And then Sunday was like, that doesn't even matter. All right, it's handled. All right, he dropped the graphic, he dropped the statement, done. And that's it. Like that's some real G shit, yo. That's some real G shit. Also on defense for me, I'm gonna have to give him credit. Kiko, man. Kiko, that second half, yo, that's the Kiko I've been waiting for. That's what like that's my guy, dog. Like that's why I'm gonna be tough on. There's guys that I root for, and there's guys that I'm gonna, man, that's that second half on them wheel routes, he was step for step with them boys. Both of them shit was
really
clamped up. He did that slow ass seatbelt, like the seatbelt was hard to get out the fucking thing. Like when it's jammed up, he got that shit locked in. All right, like that shit.
Yeah,
Like that shit.
absolutely.
You know when y'all motherfuckers don't want to get stuck when it does that weird shit with like the sensors off. Like it just. All right, got him.
Did y'all see the Florida State dude who did the seatbelt after he got the PI?
Yeah,
That man
Yeah.
doing the
They're not
seatbelt, 3 flags behind him. Turn around,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
facts.
absolutely.
What about you, Joey?
On offense, I'm gonna go Zay Horton. I
Mhm.
think Isaiah Horton had a good game, man. A couple big catches. And on defense, I'm gonna go OJ, man. Go OJ Frederick. You know what I mean? Lockdown
Fix
over
them
there,
pants,
man.
dog.
Yeah, he should have had a pick. You should have had a pick, OJ. Look for
That-
that
on that
ball.
first
Man. He
bump,
should have had a pick. Yeah,
Mhm.
man.
Fix them pants.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely.
That's
OJ,
that young
man.
boy shit, CB. I think
Nah,
that's
I don't
that's
understand the biker shorts thing. Why are you showing high thigh on a football field? What do they have against knee pads?
Oh, nah,
Man,
nobody rocking knee pads now, brother. That's over.
Put your pants, bro. Pants need to be down.
That's over. So you want
At least
you
above the knee.
want cats rocking hip pads. You want cats to go back.
No,
want the hip
I was
pads
a
hanging
receiver,
out the-
bro. I didn't wear hip pads. I wore a
Line up.
girdle. But at least have them here, at least right above the knee. Cool, I get it. I get being above the knee, but you showing high thigh.
Hey, man. You know, I got to be able to
Yeah,
run
me
out there. I got to be able to get out,
Yeah.
get up out there, man.
But he looks fantastic, though. We talked about this a bit in our chat. Some of those plays need to start converting to interceptions, and I think they will.
Yep.
Yeah,
I think they will.
We definitely have to be more opportunistic, man. We're not getting, turning the ball over, man. That just puts the offense in a better position, taking the ball away.
There was a play, and I told y'all in the group chat before I get to this last King question. There was a play early in the first half where Florida State was clearly running like a wide receiver screen. They were stacked up on 3 to the side, and Darryl Porter saw it. Right, he recognized, he jumped up and then jumped back. I was like, fam, if you just jump up and because you already recognize it, and then like he waited for the play to develop, like that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, it's one of those things. Like, it goes back to what we're talking about, right? Like, they're thinking out there.
It's hard to trust. They have to trust themselves, and they have to trust their eyes. They have to trust what they see. You know what I mean? I think that's what we've been seeing for the last couple of weeks. They're just not trusting what they see.
They're that split second, right? It's like that split second where like they don't make the decision, and then when they do make it, the moment's already passed. Last Kings asked, do y'all think our secondary played better, or was it just a bad team for us to really judge? I think both things can be true. Like they're not good.
Game, there were some things that I know for a fact we were seeing because we were talking about it in the chat that we weren't exactly happy about from the secondary. But it is hard to want to nitpick too much when they've shown that they can overcome whatever is the deficiency for the week.
That's right.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Whatever the deficiency has been, they have proven that they can overcome it and at least mask it enough to walk out with the dub. So it is hard to consistently want to say, damn, I wish they did this better. Damn, I wish they did this better. Because at some point, you do have to acknowledge that with all those things that we want them to fix, they're finding a way to win football games. Absolutely. So at the end of the day, I'm incredibly proud of this football team. No matter what I say I feel like needs to be better, I'm incredibly proud that this team, even with these things, they're masking them to the point where it's not hindering them putting W's in the column. So I always want to preference any criticism I give with some positivity as well, because I am incredibly happy with the fact that this team has shown that it can be resilient and it can win in different ways.
It also shows a lot of humility and accountability, right? Like where they take the teaching even after they make the mistake, they're willing to make those changes, like, you know, and adjust to it. So a lot of players would be like, yo, don't tell me what to do, and throw their helmet and be, you know what I'm saying, throw a tantrum or some wild shit or fight on the sidelines. So they make the mistakes, but they correct them, man, and they work hard at it. So yeah, we're nitpicking, man, because, you know, we could see what this team could be, and we keep kind of seeing it that way. All right, Cali Kane, shout out to Cali Kane, always in the chat, man. How can Miami counter blitz is better? As FS Pooh did a lot of, and I also believe Duke will do the same. Yeah, Manny's gonna blitz. Manny's gonna blitz like crazy. So I'm gonna let y'all handle y'all the offense.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be a combination of things, right? So we're gonna have to, on the O-line, recognize the blitz, recognize stunts, recognize blitz, recognize where the pressure is coming from, and pick up the blitz. And the quarterback is gonna have to get rid of the ball. He's gonna have to find his check. He's gonna have to find his hot route, and he's gonna have to get rid of the ball. He can't hold the rock. He's gonna have to get rid of it, man. So it's really a combination of things. You know, Manny's blitzing. You know he bringing the heat. Son. You already know.
They blitzing.
Yeah, so
they are blitzing.
It should definitely be. Now, this is not FSU secondary. We should be able to win one-on-one quite easily.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So, you know, Duke is sound. They're sound defensively. Just because Manny Diaz, you can hate him or you can hate him all you want. He's a good defensive coordinator.
He is.
He's a good defense coordinator. So, but our receivers should win one-on-one against their secondary.
Facts. CB, you're muted. You're muted, CB.
Oh, sorry. There's an air show, so I didn't want to interrupt Joe's point with the F-16 going over my head. I think get the kind of what they did in this game. I think they'll make that same adjustment. I think we'll see a lot of quick slants, quick screens, quick hitches, but I mean, if you're really going to continue to bring pressure, a lot of times run into it, run off tackle, guard tackle counters. Sometimes you run into that, you make one guy miss, and it's a 60-yard touchdown. So you don't always have to start airing it out against a blitz. You still can run the football. You just run into it. You know what I'm saying?
AJ had that burst. AJ.
Yeah. AJ almost literally great open field tackle by somebody, but if he don't make that play, AJ's gone. So you can run into the blitz, obviously. You ground and pound to bring the safeties down, and everyone knows that.
And throw behind
it. Yeah, and throw behind it. Hit him with the quick game, because eventually Jacoby's going to make a guy miss. Sam's going to make a guy miss. Horton's going to make a guy miss. Then it's not a 5-yard hitch. It's a 34-yard gain, a 60-yard touchdown. And eventually you force a team to stop bringing pressure, because then they do have to they have to solidify the back end. When Restrepo starts killing them on that hot constantly, then they feel like they got to bracket him. That takes one less player you can then send towards Cam. The other thing is communication. The guys are going to have to communicate. Manny Diaz is not going to make it easy for Cam. He's going to disguise that thing. So the communication is going to have to be key. I think quick passes, the quick passing game, make one guy miss, and communication. But honestly, we could ground and pound Duke too. You just run into the blitz. Yeah. Like you're gonna stop bringing that shit when a tackle is broken. We average an 11.7 yards a carry. And we know Mark Fletcher, AJ Allen, 11.7. But we got backs with powerful legs that make the first guy miss. So you can punish him that way. And let's be honest, on a read option, if y'all all collapse down too hard, Cam can pull and punish you with a first down. Right? So I don't think our game plan has to change that much. But I do think you have to be aware of the kind of defense he is. He's going to want to attack you.
Mo.
Shout out to Big Mo, man. Shout out to Mo. Always out on
Camden,
time.
Camden committed.
Yeah, Camden Portis.
Camden Pop. Yep. We knew that.
Sir.
We knew
Legacy.
That. You got your graphic already, CB?
I'm literally downloading my graphic right now.
Okay.
I was making it as we were talking.
At the end of the day, we undefeated, dog.
Thanks, Mo.
We undefeated. You know what I'm saying? Number 5 in the nation.
8 or 7? 7 or 8 teams are undefeated.
7.
Right now.
I think it's 7. And 4 of them, right? No, because they've all lost. Most and a good couple of them are in the ACC, man. So we doing our thing. Camden Porter's locked in. Shout out to Camden Porter. It's crazy we seeing the Suns now, man. Seeing the Suns of players we saw growing up.
I have to go catch him play, man. I'm gonna have to go catch him play. He plays at Myers Park.
If you have not seen this young man play,
Drake May went to Myers Park.
I may do a stream for him tomorrow night, because bro in the nickel is something. Like he's nice. He nice, very physical, very physical.
I'm gonna have to go
loves
check
being
him.
near the line of scrimmage. Like Joe, he extra linebacker in the trenches, bro. He nice. He really nice.
I'm gonna have to go check him. I think they're about to start playoffs. So
Anthony, we're the number 1 offers in the country, dog. Like, I don't understand what else he expect is old school, and he is sticking with what Dawson is old school and sticking with what he knows. I think one game doesn't dictate what he's done.
We're just nitpicking.
Season,
Dawson's done a great job this year.
Dawson's been balling, though. I get it.
Dawson's done a great job this year. I'm just nitpicking him, to be honest, but he's done a great job.
Yeah. Real quick, I did the mistake again, guys, of listening to the game with the commentators on, and
God,
I'm never doing that again. Because the wins that we've had on comebacks, they keep calling controversial because the refs made the right call, and they keep saying like, well, Miami should have lost, and that's how narratives keep going. So, guys, as Kings fans, man, like, I'm gonna start doing it. Just start watching the shit without the commentators. Turn the volume down. Turn some music on or some shit, because that's how narratives keep building. Like, you don't get to look at the fact that Clemson hasn't played a team with a winning record other than Georgia, but they keep telling you Clemson's better. They don't tell you that Texas is 2 games against actual competition. They've lost or barely won, but they keep telling you they're better. Like, we got to be mindful of those narratives. We're critical of our team because they're our fucking team. You don't see on nobody else's group chats, on nobody else's podcasts, on nobody else's other shit like that. Like, we stick with our shit, so we're gonna be critical of our team because that's what we watch. But man, these comments, like they're putting these singular plays as the reason why we should have lost when that's not the story of the game. You know what I mean? So like that's how narratives can build them, to try to tell you that they're not as good as they are. Where, you know what I'm saying, we've had moments of bad defenses, yes, but our defense responds every time within that same game. They don't wait a week to respond. They don't wait to get up off the ground on some other shit. Ohio State has played two good teams, lost to one and barely beat a kind of good Nebraska team. You know what I mean? Like, that's the reality of what
Nebraska gave that away, man.
Yeah, man. Like, it's don't.
Did y'all hear how sad they were when we were scoring later in the game?
Yeah,
of course.
Fam,
the commentators were legit like upset, like sad.
The commentators were complaining that we went for the field goal with 3 seconds left, when that's always been the thing at a halftime. 3 seconds is always when you kick a field goal, yo. At halftime, like it was openly doing shit again. It was wild, man. And I'm never doing it again. I've learned my lesson. I don't know why I keep doing it, because it's just weird to watch a football game. So I'm gonna just play some music. I'm saying play some Bad Bunny on Spotify or some shit. It just not.
They said to what to listen to WQAM, man. I'm
gonna have to pull up. I'm gonna have to pull it up on the Odyssey app.
I may start doing that. I may start pulling that up while I listen to the game. That's actually a good idea.
Yeah,
facts, Jay. They want us to lose, man. And look, that's what comes with being hated, right? Like we understand, but you gotta be. I'm saying this for the casuals and the people. Like, that's how narratives get built up and your tweets get put out there. There's narratives being built that Miami shouldn't be this when they actually are. Who they shouldn't be doesn't fucking matter, man. We're 8-0 and we're headed to the, you know what I'm saying? We got 4 games left for the ACC championship game, man. Clemson hasn't played a fucking team yet. Clemson got dog walked by the only good team they played all season. And why Clemson should be ranked higher? Why? Because you feel that way? Man, fuck your feelings. Get the fuck out of here, man. All right, I got nothing else, man. Joey, what you got?
Yeah, we'll be on Wednesday to discuss Duke.
Yep.
We're gonna break that down a little bit. Hopefully I know Ben said he'll be down there. Hopefully I'll be down there Saturday. I'll probably fly in Friday, like always.
Yep.
Check Duke. So the Manny Bowl.
The Manny Bowl.
You know.
CB, what you got popping for this week?
Probably gonna do a stream for Camden now that he just committed. So maybe do a stream for Camden like tomorrow night. I think I'm supposed to be doing 305 Sports Now this week with Will. Believe I'll be on Miami Mayhem as well this week. I think it's gonna be a busy week. And then hopefully dropping a video with a Michigan commit Friday.
Okay.
Been unlucky with some of the others lately, but looks like we just landed another commit. So I'm gonna try to get Camden on. We were definitely supposed to have Girard Pringle on the show. I just remembered that. Let's have him on Wednesday.
We'll have him on.
We were definitely supposed to have Girard Pringle on the show.
Man.
So let's do that Wednesday. So Wednesday we're gonna have Girard Pringle on the show.
Yo, again, real quick before we bounce, man. I wanna shout out everybody who shows love to the pod, man. Whenever we walk around, you know, and people just in the airport. I met 3 cats in Charlotte, CLT, flying to the game. Yo, man, we listen to the pod, man. Love y'all. You know what I mean? When we out, just at the tailgate, you know, in the stadium, just all the love, man. We appreciate it. Max was at the game. Max was at the tailgate. Max and his pops, man. Yeah, Max, man. I gave him a hug and I picked him up, man, because Max is like 6'5", 108.
Yeah, tall as shit. Tall as shit. Yeah, he's
108.
He's like Paul.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
Yeah, man. Man, I love seeing Max out there, man, and everybody out there. Lex, Javi, the crew, man, Flo, and the crew, man. We kicked it, and I love seeing everybody out there, man. My wife's birthday weekend was a hit. She got to take pictures with the Maui Noah brothers.
Okay.
So she it's just a ball. The love out there, the Kane love is incredible. It's incredible. Like that tailgate out there for that game was outrageous, man. It was outrageous, man. That was that's the most lit it's ever. Like, I was like, come on, son, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. It's crazy, man. So we appreciate the love, man, and the support from everybody.
Man, we appreciate y'all so much, man. Like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got some text today, you know what I'm saying, from the group chat saying how nice and kind Poke is with the whole fam. Yeah, man, we try to, you know what I'm saying, we're doing our own thing over here, man. We appreciate everybody who supports us, man. We don't ever take it for granted. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? The Manny Bowl is up next. Just handle Florida State, handle little brother. It was a cakewalk, man, and we didn't have to do too much, man. It was a spring game for us, man. You know what I mean? So that's all we got, man. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Remember, like, share, subscribe. Give us your reviews wherever you get your podcast, man. And check out the website, youheardpodcast.com, man. We up out of here. Peace.